Good evening. Well, for much of the more western spots, in particular for Argyll and the southwest, it's been another beautiful day, crisp but with plenty of winter sunshine. But as we can see, for many, heavy wintry showers have left a covering of snow, particularly on high ground, but also to some lower levels. Now, we do have multiple yellow warnings in force for the Met Office. The first one for both snow and ice is valid all the way through to midday on Sunday. We also have an ice warning for the south and the east in particular, valid until midday tomorrow, and then an additional warning is valid until midday on Saturday for ice. Quite difficult travel conditions likely to come. Very cold, untreated surfaces could be icy in nature, and we could see some lying snow and blizzard conditions. Now tonight, for the most part, it will be another cold, dry night under clear skies, but plenty of wintry showers are going to push in from the north, falling as snow on high ground to a mixture of sleet, snow and rain to lower levels. But as we can see, a very bitterly cold night to come. Temperatures falling away to -5, -6 Celsius. And in the north, we have that brisk northerly wind. It is going to be cold. Further showers pushing in tomorrow throughout the day, moving down the west coast as the day progresses into the northeast too. Here we are going to see accumulations, especially on high ground. Elsewhere though, it will be dry with plenty of wintry sunshine, but highs of only 2 to 4 Celsius, so feeling really cold, especially with that bitterly cold northerly wind. Showers continuing in the north tomorrow evening, but turning into the more northeasterly areas. As we see here, low is moving in from the east, and that is going to mean that it is going to be down the east coast that we see most of the wintry showers on Saturday. Again, these could fall as a mixture of rain, sleet and snow, even to low levels. Elsewhere, remaining dry, plenty of sunshine, but it is going to be even colder still, although the strongest northerly winds will ease, highs of 2 to 4 Celsius. And looking forward to Sunday, more in the way of dry conditions and sunshine to be found, fewer showers, but it is going to be really cold if you're in the north. Temperatures struggling to get above freezing, and for some areas we could see lingering mist and frozen fog patches throughout the day thanks to the low temperatures. That's your forecast.
Hello there. Despite it being sunny and dry for many of us today, it was another very cold afternoon, and wintry showers continue to be confined to coastal areas, and that's what we're going to see through Friday and even into the start of the weekend. And it's around coastal areas where we have the wintry showers where icy stretches will be a problem, as nights will be very cold with severe frosts for most of us. So you can see the blue colours, the Arctic air has been enveloping the whole of the country through Thursday and will last Friday and into the weekend. And through tonight, again, it's coastal areas which will see these wintry showers. Many central and southern areas, so inland areas, will tend to stay dry with clear skies. We could see this cluster of cloud and some snow flurries affecting East Anglia, the southeast, by the end of the night. So don't be surprised if one or two areas, even London, the home counties, may even see a light dusting of snow by the morning. But a very cold night to come wherever you are, -3 to -5 degrees typically, perhaps even down into minus double digits in some prone areas. So watch out for the ice risk around coastal areas through tomorrow morning. It will be a cold, frosty start, but again, dry, bright, with plenty of sunshine for many of us. Skies will brighten up in the southeast once that early cloud clears away. But snow showers continue to affect northern Scotland and a few affecting Irish Sea coast as well. Temperature-wise, no better than around 2 to 5 degrees. Add on the wind across northern western areas, it'll actually feel colder than those temperatures suggest. Then as we head through Friday night, it looks like showers will continue, snow showers across the north and east of Scotland, but more affecting western areas around Irish Sea coast. So it's here where we'll see the ice risk once again. But another very cold night to come to start Saturday, -2 to -5, lower than that in a few spots. And as we head into the weekend, it stays cold for all areas and the winds turn lighter, so we could start to see problems with patchy freezing fog, which could be dense and stubborn to clear in places both Saturday and Sunday. And you can see why. We're still in the cold air both Saturday and Sunday. Low pressure just to the east of us, a very weak affair with few isobars, which is why we'll start to see the winds falling lighter. So we could see some sunshine around, very cold day again on Saturday, wintry showers around coastal areas, perhaps a bit greyer with more low cloud and some fog around on Sunday. Don't forget, you can always stay abreast of the weather where you are or where you're going by heading on to our BBC weather app. See you later.
Hello. Well, let's see what's happening on the weather front across Europe, and it remains very cold in the northern half of the continent. Many major towns and cities below freezing. It's been snowing. There's also freezing fog around. The Mediterranean, though, a different story here. Low pressures coming quite far south off the Atlantic, sweeping over Portugal, Spain, into the central Med. That's also going to produce some snow around the Alps. But with that, the air is coming out of northern Africa, so it is relatively mild, but that does mean heavy rain, for example, around parts of Croatia. And look at these temperatures pushing 20 degrees Celsius in a number of areas. Not the case for Madrid. That's because it's cloudy here. It's raining, only around 11 degrees. And then north of these weather fronts, that's where the cold Arctic air has established itself, so well below freezing across Scandinavia, and it's also snowing in places too. And this pattern's going to continue through the weekend. All that heavy rain and the milder conditions will spread further towards the east across the Mediterranean. The rest of Europe remains pretty cold, so below, around freezing or below, for example, in Berlin. And in London, it will be quite chilly as well. The average here is closer to around 9 degrees this time of the year. Will be down to about 2, and also overnight frosts. Now in Kiev, it looks as though it's going to turn milder briefly into next week, and then it'll return cold again later next week. Hello. Let's see what's happening on the weather front then across Africa first. And it's stormy around the tropics and further southwards. In fact, we'll see plenty of storms breaking out over the coming days through that Great Rift Valley all the way into Mozambique and many parts of South Africa as well. So heavy showers and thunderstorms on the cards for Saturday. Some also across parts of Angola and around the Gulf of Guinea. But north of that, you can see it's generally dry and sunny. In Lagos there, around 35 degrees Celsius. Let's have a look at the city forecasts. In Harare, I think a chance of showers most days. Temperatures will be in the mid-20s. Johannesburg, though, may just about escape the showers. In Casablanca, showers are expected too in the low 20s. But in Khartoum there, you can see lots of sunshine and in the low 30s. Now, through the course of Saturday, we're expecting showers to form across central parts of Saudi Arabia. That could affect Riyadh. Look at that, only 16 degrees Celsius. And then through the day, some of those rain clouds could actually drift towards Doha, where temperatures will be around 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. And that's the rest of the region there on Saturday. Let's have a look at the outlook for the major centres. In Dubai, temperatures will be around the high 20s, lots of sunshine around. In Kuwait, typically the low 20s in the coming days. Bye-bye. Hello, thanks for joining me. Tropical cyclone in the Bay of Bengal, and it's expected to make landfall on Friday in Tamil Nadu, probably just south of Chennai. It's a large weather system. You can see the extensive cloud cover here. Very strong winds, particularly around coastal areas. Heavy rainfall too, easily between 100 and 200 millimetres of rain as this storm passes the region. And then through the course of Saturday, some of that rain will migrate further inland and spread further north into Andhra Pradesh, probably making its way just south of Nagpur, I think, through the course of Saturday. To the north of that, obviously, it's clear and sunny there in New Delhi. Central parts of the continent on Saturday, cold and crisp. Temperatures have been steadily falling away there in Tashkent in recent days. -5 degrees Celsius, that's the high on Saturday. Karachi will be at around 30, not far off that in Mumbai as well. Here are the rainstorms after that cyclonic storm makes landfall in India, and then some heavy showers throughout the Maldives as well. North of this disturbed weather, it's sunshine from Dhaka all the way into Nepal. And the city forecasts show lots of bright weather in Mumbai. Temperatures will be in the low 30s. Dhaka just shy of 30 degrees Celsius with some sunshine. And in New Delhi around the mid-20s, and also dry, sunny weather for you here. Bye-bye. Hello, thanks for joining me. Well, let's get a check on the weather now across the Asia-Pacific region. And it remains very stormy around the South China Sea, the Malay Peninsula, into Sumatra as well, western areas of Borneo, the Philippines. It's that northeast monsoon, that wind pushing the storm clouds towards the south. Across China, though, a large area of high pressure, keeping things sunny and fairly crisp in Beijing, 4 degrees Celsius, but further north in Ulaanbaatar, obviously a lot colder underneath that high pressure and in that cold continental air. So here are the tropics, those storms in the Philippines, the western parts of Borneo, and all the way across into Malaysia and into Sumatra. Now, the city forecasts show plenty of sunshine for Beijing. Temperatures could be even in the mid-40s, fine conditions for Seoul. Down under now, and the heat wave continues across WA, many northern parts of the continent in excess of 40 degrees Celsius, so some extreme heat. And the temperatures are also on the rise in the southeast of Australia, where so far it's actually been pretty cool. By Saturday, Adelaide up to 35 degrees Celsius and turning warmer in Melbourne too. And this weather front extending across the Tasman, bringing some rain to the North Island of New Zealand, some rain in the south too. Christchurch around 25 degrees Celsius. Perth, the other side there, lots of sunshine as far as the eye can see and temperatures pushing 30 degrees. Thanks for watching. Hello, thanks for joining me. Let's see what's happening on the weather fronts now across North America, and weather starting to go downhill in the Pacific Northwest here as we see a weather front pushing in. That spells wind and rain and snow across the mountains too. And we have some weather also to talk about in the Midwest. Snow in places, icy conditions. And then across the Appalachians on Friday, there will be some rain. But the heart of the United States actually relatively quiet on Friday. And also it looks as though the freezing cold temperatures that we've had in Canada will be easing at least somewhat as we head into the weekend. But let's have a look at the weather west of the Rockies now. And here's all of that disturbed weather around coastal areas of British Columbia. Snow obviously inland. You can see that rain turning to snow also in the Pacific Northwest. But for now, further southwest there in the southwest of the United States, the weather's relatively quiet. So I think in Los Angeles, there'll be some sunshine. Temperatures will be typically in the 60s. Let's have a look at the eastern seaboard now and the outlook for Friday. Snow and some freezing rain there, possibly even around the Great Lakes. Rain also around the Appalachians. And then south of that, we've got plenty of sunny weather. And in Orlando and Miami, it should be around the low 80s over the coming days. And of course, lots of sunshine on the way. Cold in Montreal there, below freezing by day. Thanks for watching. Hello. Lots of hot weather in South America and plenty of storms too, but let's have a look at Central America first and the tropics. Here's the satellite picture. Just a few scattered storms here and there. On the whole, it's relatively quiet. And here's the forecast for Friday. You can see around the east of the Caribbean, very little in the way of rainfall. Just a few showers scattered around from Panama northwards, southern parts of the Yucatan. Most of Mexico is looking on the sunny side, bar the odd shower here and there. In Kingston, Jamaica, around 31 degrees with sunshine. Santo Domingo, just shy of 30. Also plenty of sunshine and the same weather for Puerto Rico. And here's the outlook for the next few days. Bridgetown there, it looks as though it'll be about 30 or so, or just shy of, and lots of sun on the cards there in the east of the Caribbean. Now let's have a look at South America. Lots of heavy showers from Colombia into Peru, and more western, southern and central parts of Brazil as well. Really, we've seen this pattern for quite some time now. To the south of that, we've got extreme heat across Paraguay and also northern Argentina. In fact, warnings in force from the meteorological departments there, and temperatures in excess of 40 degrees Celsius. And then across the south of the continent, it's obviously cooler and more unsettled. Santiago will be hot though, up to 35 degrees Celsius come Sunday.